We are back with an episode of Check Rock Podcast where we challenge you to check rock. We got moderator extraordinaire DJ A Squared is going on,
What's
and
good,
we
bro?
got we got chilling. We out here just chilling, and we got today our first special guest that actually never played Division 1 basketball.
Right, nigga barely played high
Comedian.
school basketball.
He went to a Division 1 school.
Yeah,
He went to a Division 1 school.
yeah.
Comedian Anthony Moore,
Yo,
man.
what's up, y'all? No, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
You already know, man. We already know.
Yeah.
So this is our first guest, comedian extraordinaire. Anton, where they can find you at? On your stuff.
Twitter, Instagram, at all that and more. Facebook, Anthony Moore. What else I got? Twitch, YouTube. Basically everything is all that and more.
All right. We appreciate you for coming through. Make sure y'all check Ann out. Ann is funny dude, man. Funny boy. You can get surgery in your gut just by laughing at him, man. You don't even gotta go get a BBL, baby. He be right there for you. We gonna get right to it today. You know how we do on the Check Rock Podcast. We talk about all things basketball all the time. So Anwar, hit us with the first question.
All right. So, first question: Men's basketball championship in the NCAA, Baylor versus Gonzaga. Who do you think is going to win?
Man, it's tough. Like I've barely been following this year just because of like COVID it's kind of hurt my interest in basketball just because you never know. It's been too unpredictable. Like I've barely been following NBA just because it's like you never know who gonna miss a
You don't
game.
know who gonna play.
No, but I don't know. I'm saying like I just been following. I haven't really followed Baylor like that. I just been following Gonzaga just because they undefeated.
Facts.
So
Everybody loves excellence.
yeah,
So who you taking?
I want to say Baylor. I want to say Baylor. Like I do like Gonzaga and they deep, but I mean it's tough to keep this momentum going for this long.
Okay. I'm going out on a limb and saying Gonzaga they go undefeated.
Especially like coming off the game they just had, like that could have took a lot out of them.
I think that motivates them. That brings them together. They hype. They ready to go, baby. You see Jalen Suggs hit the jump from half court off the backboard.
Right, yeah. Like that's the thing. If it comes down to the wire, I'm going Baylor just because it's like how many miracles they got in them like that.
I figure the season is funky anyway when Baylor is in the championship for men's basketball,
Right.
and nobody seemed surprised. I was like, "Oh, okay, they supposed to be good. My bad, I didn't know."
Yeah, they was number 2. Zags was number 1 and they was number 2 all season. They've been splitting it back and forth. Baylor got this kid that played. Yo, it's weird because I never seen dudes like emulate like a second tier level all-star. Dude name is Mitchell. And he plays just like Donovan Mitchell. Like he moved like he make
he wear number 45 too.
and he wear the same jersey. I'm like, yo, that's weird. Like, why you just pick a regular dude? Like everybody want to be like Mike. No, everybody want to be like Donovan.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hey man, hey, look, he's shooting for a cloud.
I think Gonzaga gonna win, but I feel bad for him because like people always gonna say something about them going undefeated.
Yeah,
just because the way the year was.
Right.
They definitely always gonna have an asterisk by their undefeated thing because of COVID.
I mean, and keep it real, they missed out on some teams with some players, and all the teams in their conference didn't have all their players because it was a lot of stuff.
Somebody brought up something about Jalen Suggs. They say he could have made $500K in the D League this year, and instead he'll probably triple that endorsements because of like him playing in college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody got to know him, which AOR always pitched that like, yo, these kids are not. I don't know who they is because they're not coming through college basketball.
Bro, dude made more noise in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And every one of those G League players who went and played a whole season in G League and skipped college.
Right.
True. He definitely did.
He
Definitely.
has more eyes on him in 2 weeks than they had the whole season.
The brand is built. The brand is built.
So they can do that G League thing all they want. Jalen Suggs wins. He won. He made one shot in front of 20 million people or something like.
Yeah.
The G League ain't seen 20 million people since they started.
Right.
It's real hardcore basketball. Ed, you watching any G League games this season?
It's funny. I only watch. I literally just was watching some G League the other day, just about this kid. His name, I think Isaiah Todd.
Yeah.
He was like one of
Plays
the
with
top.
them.
One of the top recruits. Because I was trying to figure out if he went to school, but then I saw he was in the G League. Didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
I'm like, he should have just went to college.
Yep.
And had forgot about him. Like, who was
Yeah.
dude?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big thing.
All right, so we got a new segment we're gonna try out dealing with these NCAAs.
So in this new
All right, so-
segment, go, you go ahead, Anwar. My fault.
What was your favorite individual players NCAA tournament run?
My favorite one was definitely Kemba. That run, because like for me, that's when I really was getting into college basketball heavy. Because like I'm way younger than y'all, so at that time I was in college. So just watching that run was just he was just putting the team on his back that whole run from
The five overtime?
What conference is on UConn at?
The Big East at the time.
Yeah,
You talking
Big
about
East.
when he was in that 5 overtime game and they won that joint that year, right?
Syracuse.
Yeah. Cause he like carried them through that whole Big East tournament. Then the step back against Pitt.
Hold on, he wasn't in the 5 Syracuse. That was the year before he was in the 5 overtime game with Syracuse.
Oh,
Wait,
they
that
won
was
the game before.
That was the
Johnny
year
Quinn, right?
before. The next year, that was the year he did the step back on Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
He did that to Brad and them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's
that run was just crazy. And it's like I know he catch a lot of heat now, but it's like he always gonna be one of my favorites just off of that. Just off of that run. That run, and then I say definitely Melo run too. Melo run that 1 year to win championship.
I'm gonna let Anwar go, then I'll go last.
I'm gonna give you like a couple. It's weird. One, Bo Kimball, just because y'all can understand why.
Bo Kimball from your neighborhood. Yeah.
Well, in the year that Hank died,
Yeah.
and shooting left hand free
That was
throw,
crazy.
yeah, like that always
Ant
sticks out.
probably
in my
has
head.
no clue. Bo Kimball. You know Bo Kimball, Ant?
No, I do know the name.
Okay, he from Philly. He from North Philly, and he went to
Yeah.
Dallas. And him and Hank Gavris played together, and they had like this crazy. He after Hank died, he just carried them. What they went to Elite 8 or the Sweet 16?
Yeah,
They went to Elite 8.
they went to Elite 8.
Okay.
As crazy as it sounds, bro. I don't know if you remember Keith Van Horn when Keith Van Horn was going crazy
I
for Utah that 1 year.
Our favorite players, bro.
He went crazy for Utah 1 year, dude. They just
They
showed
went to-
Keith Van Horn making a game winner every night for like 2 weeks straight, bro. They got,
Final 4 or Elite 8?
they got to the Final Four.
Oh yeah, they got to the Final 4. Keith Van Horn with the long socks, bro. You couldn't tell me he wasn't gonna be Larry Bird.
This dude made a game winning shot every night.
Didn't
I
he
was
make
like-
one All-Star game? Didn't he make like one All-Star game when he's in?
Yeah, he could play.
He had a good career.
Yeah, dude could play.
Keith Van Horn, the only knock I got on Anwar was when he said he didn't want to play with Iverson. He didn't want to come to Philadelphia to play with Iverson. That's the only knock.
Well, two-way street. I wasn't mad at him, and two, he wound up in Philadelphia playing with Iverson. So
Yeah, whether he had a choice or not.
yeah, this is pre-LeBron. Nobody cared what you cared about back then.
Yeah.
Oh, and Steph Curry.
That was crazy.
Just because
Yeah.
I didn't know this dude that we got now was coming. That guy that did it looked like an 8th grader. That's why it was like
Right,
amazing
yeah.
to me.
He like Ant right now.
Right? Yeah, like jersey hanging off him.
And
He
it's,
have a jersey that fit, bro.
it's crazy
Yeah.
because Steph run was so because I was gonna put Steph run in mine because I thought Anwar would go a little bit take a little bit. You took it exactly where I thought you like but I was like, I didn't think he was going to use Steph. But Steph run was so crazy because nobody knew who he was. Steph is in my class. Like he graduated a year after me. I did not see him at what's the Charlie Weber. I didn't see him at Charlie Weber. I didn't see him in Vegas. I never see Steph Curry play one time. Like one time. Like I did if we did play against Steph in Maryland or something, because he's from North Carolina. If we did play Steph in Maryland or something, he wasn't killing, you know, because Kevin Durant said he played him and he thought he was a white boy. He thought he was white. He said, I thought he was white. I didn't know who he was. KD said he played him in like 8th grade or 9th grade. He played like AAU Nationals or something like that. He didn't know who he was. It's crazy because that was just like out of nowhere. And that school, nobody ever heard of it.
Unless you play ball.
Yeah. Unless you got recruited. You got recruited by Davis and Anwar?
No, but I knew who they was.
Okay.
You play basketball, you know every Division I school in the country, bro.
You pretty much you start to know. Carmelo, I'll co-sign a couple of y'all's. Mine's is Carmelo, just because Carmelo was like by far the best college basketball player I ever seen, where he just is like doing it's just like, why is he here? Carmelo Run was just like, why is he in college? Like, he don't need to be here. That was just like he just didn't need to be there. And it was the first time I seen a dude where it's like, yo, he don't need to be here, and he not a big man, and he just so far better than everybody right there. Like,
right. Like to be that young and like just had that type of footwork and everything, the moves.
Yo, and it had a game he had. I was like, yo, this boy was like he could average 20 in the NBA today. Like, why is he here? And then he won a national championship. I think that's kind of why they don't hold Syracuse national championship so high on that level, because it was just like, why was he here? Like, why he didn't just come right out of high school? Carmelo, Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose run to the national championship was crazy, and people forget that he went head up against every great guard in that class and killed everybody except for Steph. That's the only guard he didn't get. He didn't get Steph. He was killing everybody. Then in like the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, he killed DJ Augustine. And DJ Augustine was running through everybody at that time. He killed DJ Augustine. I was just like, I just seen, and I was like, yo, this dude's on a whole nother level than everybody else. Like that D Rose was like too fast, too strong, too smart.
Right. And then you ran into Mario Chalmers.
The shot that shook the world.
Right.
I say Carmelo, D Rose, and then I take it to Anthony Davis. Because Anthony Davis just like, he was on some Bill Russell stuff. He like, man, I got y'all. Like, y'all don't worry about nothing. I got all the rebounds. I got all the blocks. I catch all mines off the oop. I don't even think that Kentucky team was that good. That Kentucky team was not that good. They had Marcus Teague, him. It was Davis just proves that. I mean, a banging big is just like having a big that don't care about scoring. Like, just I'll get mine however I get it. And you play hard defense and shut the rim down. That just don't like that. Their championship game against Kansas was pretty good too.
Is that the Eric Bledsoe team?
No, that Eric Bledsoe team lost in like that. They lost to West Virginia. They lost to West Virginia. Eric Bledsoe, John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins. They lost.
John Wall.
Yeah, John Wall and them lost. They shouldn't know. That was the best Kentucky team, talent for talent. I didn't think they would ever lose. They was so good. They was so fast. They just couldn't make a jumper. They ran into a wall where they couldn't make a jumper. And it's a true tournament. NCAA, a true tournament. Like one bad night, good night. You're out of here.
Honorable mention is Scotty Reynolds.
Which one? What season? Because he played all four. The last one?
Final Four season.
The one he hit the game winner over at
the left of the court run.
Scotty Reynolds' run was crazy. You know who else had a good run? I didn't realize he had one good tournament run, and you probably don't remember Len Greer.
Yeah, I'm giving all my locals a shout out.
Len Greer.
Shout out to LaSalle.
Oh, Moan Galloway and the Southwest Florida. Tariq Duran.
Oh yeah.
Tariq
that was a good ass run.
What's my man name with the dread?
They did Elite 8, right?
Yeah, they went to Elite 8. They went to Elite 8.
Elite 8.
They went to Elite 8. That was crazy. Khalif
Tariq
Wyatt.
Jordan. Yeah, you were just Khalif Wyatt had one too. He got
Khalif Wyatt had a good little
Yeah.
3-game run.
Who they went up against Indiana, right?
Yeah, they lost
to Indiana.
Oladipo, right?
Yeah, but he was killing.
Yeah, but yeah, he was
He
tearing
killed
them
everybody
up.
he played that year.
He was killing.
All right, we're on number 3. Back to regular schedule programming. All right, so the Bucks have locked up Drew Holiday for 4 years, $160 million. With a combo of Middleton, Greek Freak, and Holiday win the championship.
I like it. I like them to win the championship eventually. Because it's like Brian. I mean, it's like Brian, he almost at the end. Brian almost at the end. Only real competition I say for them is like the Nets. Just because like with the Sixers too uncertain for me, because it's like, when is Ben going to actually become the player we need him to be?
My personal opinion, I don't want to say no. I don't want to say no because they locked up for a long time. 4 years, each of them, all of them got 4 years, and all of them got mega money. And that's what you gotta do to keep people in Milwaukee, because Kelly Kells only want to stay in Milwaukee. Like, nobody want to stay in Milwaukee. But I don't know if they want to. It's hard, but they doing it the old way, man. I'm not mad at it. Like, they got a 4-year run. These dudes got a 3-year crack at it before they start breaking the team up or whatever like that. I don't know if they get one though. I don't think they're gonna get one. You think they're gonna get one, Anwar?
Nobody can shoot a jump shot.
Yeah, Middleton can shoot.
Middleton, but it's like, but that's the thing. If you take away Middleton jump shot, that's it.
I mean, if we're gonna keep it real, if like Middleton is the dude that we count on for the jumper,
if Middleton's your big 3, you got an issue.
I disagree with that. I'm not saying that. The guy can play basketball. Somebody needs to be able to shoot.
He can shoot. That's the one thing that boy
can. But they go. This is.
He had a 50-40-90 year.
I know, but it was okay. But that doesn't denote. Ain't nobody yelling. Like, the whole bench don't scream when he get the ball. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You play basketball.
No, I know what you mean.
Whenever I was standing by myself in any space on the court and got the ball, their whole bench yelled.
Yeah. I think
you don't get that with Middleton. He's not that shooter. They don't have anybody who, in my opinion, is, oh my God, he's about to shoot.
I mean, they got Kyle Korver on their team.
Kyle Korver still play basketball? I thought he was a commentator.
Yeah, Kyle Korver's on their team. Kyle Korver on their team.
He ain't played no games this year, did he?
He played? Yeah. He just don't be getting minutes like that. He played. He on 18.
Well, if he ain't getting no minutes, it don't count.
But he's there. Like, he's there.
DiVincenzo was out there balling, bro.
DiVincenzo having a good year shooting from the field.
I'm not knocking on. Look, I'm not knocking their team. They're clearly good. But nobody here is scary.
Yeah, I don't know if they win a championship. It's real iffy because, like, everything has to play perfect for them to win a championship. And a small market team is like, they locked in their best 3 guys though. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because their 3 guys are locked in. The Sixers got their 2 locked in. Well, 3 guys locked in: Tobias, Embiid, and Simmons. And Brooklyn, they gotta lock in. They got 2 years, so they combating. Like, Brooklyn got 2. Let's see if we could just rest out these 2, and then maybe Brooklyn will come chemically combust.
Maybe I'm the only one. I'm not worried about Brooklyn.
Them dudes is good, Anwar.
I'm just gonna say, it makes me wonder sometimes about your basketball IQ when you start to say that. Because what part do you want me to break down to you?
I know they don't play defense.
You wouldn't have got. Okay, we're gonna start with LaMarcus Aldridge and Blake Griffin. You do realize they were unemployed, right?
I ain't worried about them at all.
I don't care how you put it. I don't care what
That's
they
not
did.
no. I worry about them too.
Their teams did not want them. And the one that really sticks out to me is you do realize San Antonio's still in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they got rid of dude.
Yeah.
So what you did is you got two good dudes on the bench. Cool. I'll take that. So now you're sticking to Kevin Durant, James Harden,
and Kyrie Irving.
Two of them ain't gonna be there.
Two of them
Yeah. Not might. Mark my words, today on April Easter. Just like Jesus is supposed to be coming back today, them boys won't be playing in the final, bro.
One of them might not be there. You think both
If you
of
was
them?
if you was waiting on Jesus to show up from Friday, wait on Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving to be playing in the finals this year. They won't be. Either because their team won't be there, or even if their team gets they won't be there. Kyrie gonna be all fighting social justice somewhere, and KD is hurt.
Yeah, KD hurt. KD really hurt. That's the scary part about Brooklyn is that KD.
Bro, if you understand basketball, you know when somebody keeps saying he'll be back next week, now he'll be back next week, now he'll be back next week. That's just trying to not let y'all get the advantage of knowing he's not playing.
Derrick Rose been playing next week for a whole 2 years. I remember
More than
that.
2 for the last 8
Yeah,
since he got hurt.
yeah,
Like KD is hurt. He probably don't need to play no more this year.
yeah.
I ain't worried about that.
As
So,
I said,
If
so
you
Milwaukee
telling,
got a good
if
chance.
you asking me to be scared of James Harden, Joe Harris, DeAndre Jordan, Jeff Green,
and Blake Griffin.
and Bruce Brown, I'm good, bro. Because that's a starting 5. I'm good, bro.
Yeah, listen. So Milwaukee got. I think Milwaukee and the Sixers had the best. It's going to be a rivalry between Milwaukee and the Sixers for the next.
The thought of the Nets is scary.
Yeah,
The Nets in 2K is scary.
you're not allowed to pick them.
I'm just saying they would be scary in theory with all these
Next
good players.
And let me pick Brooklyn until they got James Harden. Like I can't pick them no more.
No, yeah, on the game, that's the one
only
thing
place
I
they
hate
Mm-hmm.
good.
matching up with.
Not playing against them in 2K.
Because KD's not hurt on the game and Kyrie Irving.
No, he
is
heard
not-
on the game. He heard on the game.
He heard on the game, but it's like they have the size, so it's
Yeah.
like the potential is there. If Blake and Aldridge could still move like they used to,
If they could move like they move on 2K,
Yeah.
like with 75 speed, like
Yeah, 5 years ago, this team was stupid because Steve Nash messing around still would have been playing with them. So yeah, this was weird. Like I get why people talking, but they're a bunch of names right now, bro. That's it.
and that's going to lead us up to our next segment where we go ahead, put it on the screen for me real quick, Anwar.
We had another question first.
Oh, we got another question. My bad.
Your boy Kevin Durant was fined $50,000 for his exchange with Michael Rappaport. Was the fine worth the crime?
man, that made me mad because it's like if you find him for that, I wonder what's going to happen to when Paul Pierce show up on ESPN Countdown.
I disagree.
Like,
I only disagree because Paul Pierce doesn't play in the NBA anymore. And honestly, what I saw, I mean, if you want to just come at him about you making us look bad, but the man ain't do a thing wrong. He allowed that right there. I don't compare the two at all. This is dumb. Like, what was you cussing this boy out for?
right, yeah.
All
I
right.
think
Knowing how
honestly think-
Rappaport is.
Man, I think they should have fined him $100,000 for being stupid. Just for being dumb. Like, what is you doing? More weird, man. That's my personal opinion. When it comes to
Go back to that
Twitter,
last one he said. Go back
when it
to
comes
that.
to Twitter, he weird, man.
What was the last one? He said, hold on, here's the last one. Me and Mike talk crazier than this on the regular. Wait, pause it. Me and Mike talk crazier than this on the regular. Today he's pissed. My bad, Mike. Damn. No, we don't, pussy. Don't ever threaten me or speak to my wife. Pussy. See, this is all right. This is how I feel about it. All right, Mike. You can't be tough in the mentions, but be cold cold,
Right, yeah.
cold chunk in the DMs. Like, come on, bro.
Oh, okay. First of all, he didn't respond to any of the DMs.
He didn't respond, but then he responded on there on the tweet.
Nah, bro. Well, you not.
But wait, why
Okay, wait
you
a second.
screenshotting him anyway? Why you
The
screenshotting him?
definition of chump is going into my DMs talking shit. So come on, don't do that, Scooter.
But why
not
you
gonna do that.
screenshot? I don't argue in DMs.
Bro,
Why you screenshotting
Bro,
him and put it out there so
I
all
can
the
do whatever I want once you have already presented yourself as a little bitch.
once
I
you
can
be
do
in
whatever
there,
I want. You sent me these screenshots, little girl. So
but
yeah,
he told me to pull up. He said pull up though. He told me pull up.
you find that like that's some little bitch shit, bro. Dog, what are we talking about? Why are you sending me messages that you want to do? People who want you to pull up. They don't ask you to. They show up.
But he had to
talking
find.
shit. It was talking. Dog, he was talking shit about to somebody he wasn't gonna fight. What are you doing? That's all I'm getting at.
That'd be
What is-
interesting to see on like celebrity death matches, like KD versus.
No, it
Michael
wouldn't.
Jordan.
Because I don't think KD's tough at all. Nothing about Kevin Durant presents himself as tough to me, except his hair. That's the only thing tough on his body, bro.
Yeah, I'll just say it'll be a funny fight against celebrity death match like that. Man,
I give Michael Rappaport a little more street credibility than I do Kevin Durant, bro.
Mike Rappaport been going left lately, but you know.
Everything I done seen Kevin Durant do in the public forum screams he might be a little girl.
Yeah. Like from like the whole burner.
Yeah, like he do like a lot of not stand up guy type stuff. Like you might be,
KD be tripping, but he did. But I'm so anti screenshot that I might side with KD on this one. Like beat me on 110th.
Is it that you anti screenshot because you did some bitch shit and it was for the world to see? Then I agree with you on that, because that's all it is. People get mad at screenshots because they receipts.
Yeah.
You did some dumb shit. Don't do no dumb shit, and people can't screenshot you.
True.
Or part two to that is, I don't care what I say.
Yeah.
So when you put my screenshot out, yeah, I said that. That's the thing. Like, he was all, oh my God, we talk like that. You didn't think he was going, you thought he was just going to let that ride? Why would he let that ride?
I don't understand why it took so late to come out, because them tweets was old.
Who's to say the man's on Twitter every day?
Yeah, and then them messages did keep popping up, and he wasn't messaging them back.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like some other people do got lives. I be trying to
And
explain
definitely
to
threw the
Twitter
red
in real life.
flag. Like Michael Rappaport definitely threw the red flag. Like, yo, I'm cool, bro. Like, you won. Nah, man. Like, I don't want no smoke. I just don't understand. He cost that man $50K. Now they got the fake.
He cost him $50K. Come on, Scooter.
KD cost himself
They
$50K.
should have fined him $100,000 and put on their dickhead when they sent it.
Was it
Like,
worth the crime? Nah,
No.
It worth 50, bro.
Bro, and I'm sorry, I don't care how much you got, because I seen on Twitter somebody was like, man, that's like $5 to him.
Shit.
50,000 ain't like $5 to nobody. I don't care
$100
how much bread you got.
Ain't no
Yeah.
50. Like,
Never. He ain't, no. It's not like $5.
That's a ticket. That's a ticket right there. That's a ticket. Wait, hold on. Now wait. We gotta seek this out though. Is he cursing out Michael Rappaport or is he cursing out Remy?
Fuck Remy.
Because I mean, like Mike did play Remy, he might be tripping. Like, you know, KD.
You see, I read it right in there. Like, yeah, fuck Remy.
KD, they always there. Like, he might be, yo, that's Remy, yo.
I still ain't forgave him for that role.
Yo, that's it. What role was worse, Remy or American History X? Sheesh. We understood.
I understood American History X.
We understood American History X.
There's some gang stuff going on. You just being a racist, man.
They tried to run in. He said they trying to kill my father.
Yeah, like I ain't justifying racism. It's some gang stuff that I don't agree with, but I clearly know why it's going on.
Yeah, American History X, they tried to pull up and run in his crib. He had to end that. All right.
No, that's still got the worst scene in the history of movie to me. That curve.
That curve was a throw.
All right, next one.
We go keep going. So this is a new segment we got here on the Check Rock podcast. It's called Good Move or No, that's not it. So if it's a good move, we're gonna say it's a good move, we'll articulate it, or if no, that's not it, we'll articulate the fact that no, that's not it. First one, AOR.
All right, LaMarcus Aldridge to the Nets in a buyout.
It's a good move for LaMarcus Aldridge, but for the Nets, that ain't it. These young boys gonna kill him in the post.
I say it's a good move simply because whose place did he take? I guess is what I'm going for. Is he better than the dude that was in front of him? And if he is, then I guess
DeAndre Jordan. That's who in front of him.
No, he's not better than DeAndre.
Nah.
All right, wait. You know, I was done with DJ once the State Farm commercial came out. Mama DJ.
Hey, look,
DJ lost all his swag.
He try to get some money, bro. You gotta take the endorsements where you can, man.
I think that's a good move. I think it's not it for Brooklyn. I'm being honest with you, because they should have went at the Drummond. I wouldn't have went like they said. They said they were making phone calls to get LaMarcus Aldridge. I didn't hear it. They was competing for Drummond.
LeBron already called Andre Drummond a long time ago, bro.
I'd have been doubling down. Like, yo, whatever LeBron got, we got 10 times that. It's cold, I know. And I currently out here. But listen, bro, we got
everybody gonna say, guess what? You could get 10 times down. You ain't got LeBron, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good move. It's a good move for Brooklyn. I think
You're about to go to 9 straight more finals.
Matter of fact, no, it's not it. Because he's not a defender. You needed a defender. You didn't need no stretch big. You needed a defender. You didn't need more buckets. Like, you got enough buckets. It's enough buckets on there. So no, that's not it. No,
isn't that what they were going for with him? Stretch.
Bucket? The stretch 5. Yeah, stretch 5 bucket guy. Yeah. But I don't understand, why do we need more buckets? I guess because Kevin Durant not coming back, like you said.
Kevin Durant's not coming back.
It gotta be it. It gotta be it. That's the only way it makes sense.
No, I'm telling you, he's not coming back.
That's the
John Wall is John Wall's an anomaly. He's acting like he's supposed to act after you rip your Achilles.
Yeah.
John Wall sat for 2 years too.
Well, not on the Achilles. Achilles is one. Remember, he sat for the first year was for the knee.
The first year for the knee.
He tore the Achilles while his knee was hurt.
He tore his Achilles at the crib.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It's like he got to sit them 2, and then he got the bubble year. The bubble was like a year and a half too. He got all that.
No, he didn't play for 2 years.
Yeah,
that's it. And 1 year was the knee, and the other was the Achilles. So that was last year for the most part on the Achilles.
Yeah,
dude is just different, I guess. All right, number 2, Aaron Gordon.
That's a great move right there. I like that. I like that move a lot because they don't really they didn't have to give up too many pieces for that. It's not really throwing off the lineup. Like, they kept their 2 stars and added that size. I love that move for them.
I think it's a good move. Definitely a good move. Last one wasn't it, but this is a good move because you definitely replaced Jaren Grant. You finally you replace Jaren Grant. I don't know if he's as good a defender as Jaren Grant, but if he can be half the defender that Jaren Grant was, and also do this dunk and score, and he allowed Will Barton to play the 2 now, and that's another addition. Just having Will Barton play the 2 instead of the 3, it's a great addition. Michael Porter been shooting the skin off the ball. They scary good right now. They scary out west. Like, that's somebody I would not want to play. They had Jokic and all that. What you thinking more?
And you know Michael Porter, he thinking like, man, there's just another person to help me.
Yo, Michael Porter might have had the best rookie. First and foremost, why he had to do a press conference as a rookie, and he went in there and said, "You know what? The offense is being ran through the wrong guys. I think we need to ball them all-star here and put it in mine." He probably kind of mad, and at the same time, like, yo, it's another light-skinned dude on the team. Yeah. Now he gonna take some of my shine.
he I mean he can play, so it's good. That's a good move for anybody if we got him.
And they got off Gary Harris. I'll take him over Gary Harris right now, any day.
Yeah, I mean, dude could play.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see why that wouldn't be a good move for anybody. All right, who we got next? Oladipo to the Heat.
I don't even know if we spell Oladipo right. I don't even think I spelled Oladipo right on that. But we gonna go right to it.
I like it. I like it, but I feel like they was cool without him though. Like they had a tough year just because of the COVID, just like with players missing, but they started clicking at the right time. So who else did get? I mean, yeah. I like it, but I wonder is he going to cut into like Tyler Hero's development?
Yeah, I think it's a good move. It just depends on this move. I think it's for more or less trying to get Oladipo on a discount the next season.
Yeah.
And I am scared of the same thing you scared of, like as far as him cutting into Tyler Hero development, but I'm not as high on Tyler Hero as everybody else. I think Tyler Hero will be fine being a spot up shooter, and Oladipo could guard threes, and they play a lot of zone too. So they move their lineups all over the place. And Duncan can play 4. They'll be fine with Oladipo. I think it's a good move to sneaky get him, and then maybe you can get him on a discount contract next year. And at the end of the day, you didn't give nothing up. So if he's not, you get Kelly Olynyk. Kelly Olynyk, he good for that one playoff game a season. Like he good for one great playoff game a season. But if you can get like 15, 16 a night from Oladipo and get some defense and stuff like that, I just don't know how. It's iffy. I'm in between. Good move and no, that's not it. Like I'm in between. Like because he can't move how he used to move. Like that Oladipo we seen in them Pacers highlights ain't the Oladipo we seen in a Rocket uniform. Like I'm in between.
I don't know what he did, but whatever he did to his knee was really, really bad.
And he's trying to play on it. Like he's trying to play through this to get his money. And
this is the best he's gonna get.
He turned down a deal with the Rockets that was some good money too. I think it was like 4 for $60 or something like that. They tried to get him on the discount and he just wasn't having the discount. He said, nah.
Yeah, 4 for $60 is 15. He ain't doing that.
Yeah, he said, nah. So it's a good move because he gotta play. He gotta hoop out. He has to hoop. He has to go out there and kill. So it's a good move because his back against the wall.
All right. Hey, Andre Drummond going to the Lakers.
Oh, I love that move. Like I'm all for Brian getting another ring. So yeah. yeah. So I'm super biased in this one. That's a walk in 2020 right there.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah,
2020. That's ridiculous, right? And it's funny because I never thought this dude was gonna be good. I was wrong.
Why you didn't think he was gonna be good?
Because he was terrible in college.
And UConn,
he was a big bro. He was just a big Brody dude, man. He just was bigger than everybody, and he kind of was a bull in the China closet. Just, but I thought he was just doing that to smaller people. And I guess in real life, he's still doing it to smaller people. They're just in the NBA.
Because I mean, Clint Capella pretty small compared to him.
Well, he's just a large human being.
Yeah,
but no, he's good. Like he's good. He's good. So yeah, anybody that would have got Drummond would have been doing better.
Yeah, good move. Anybody who could get Drummond, who can get the dude who at one point led the league in rebounding. The only reason he doesn't lead,
he's leading the league in rebounding now.
He does. Okay, I thought he didn't qualify because he missed so many games.
Well, I don't even know if they're doing that because for some reason KD's still in the top 10 for scoring.
They got it, and then you click it because I was looking at that too. You got it, and then you click it. They got 2 different links now, so they got one for players who qualify, and they got one for just the thing. And like they got dudes in there with 1 game this season. Like
I know you can see that, but I'm not looking at the NBA joint. I look at Yahoo, and they still got him up in the top 10.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, you add the lead and rebound on your team. Plus, you get Ann Davis back, and then then your players don't have to be as healthy early in the. And he does. Do you think he gets edgy over there, like where he could just be like, all right, like Drummond? I mean, Jokic. I'm gonna I'm gonna hack you and do all the Dwight stuff. Does he get edgy over there, or does he still be the same drummer? Because I think
Well,
when he was over there
I
with
think the
those,
difference with Dwight had to do some of that hacking in there too, because Jokic just got him on
Yeah.
skill level right now.
yeah,
I still think Drummond can still play with Jokic. Like he don't gotta do no hacky stuff. He'll go straight up D dude up
yeah,
and
that's-
can provide some offense to him. Like he's not year 15 Dwight Howard that was playing against, even though year 15 Dwight Howard balled out of control when he was playing against Jokic. But I mean, it's still different. This dude he could stay with the Lakers for another 5 years. Like this dude is good.
and he's still young. He only like
But
27.
I mean, yeah, he's not old.
That's a good move. That's a great move. That's a great move. I would never say that's not it. It's just I just
Did he stop singing? He stopped singing.
No, I think this nigga gonna turn up his rap career.
Oh, well.
His rap career about to turn. He gonna be on all type of TV. Don't let him win the championship.
And I don't know if you ever heard any Andre Drummond stuff, bro. 7 feet of terribleness, man. Like, what do you do? He rap and sing like
that means he gonna turn
Drake.
this up. He in LA now. That means he
He
gonna
is
get
Drake,
the right
bro.
would turn this up now. Especially don't let him win the championship. The
He's
brand.
7 foot Drake. It's ridiculous.
Guess what? Lakers in 5.
Unless they're playing 6. All right, last one. Master P, Percy Miller Jr.
It's Hersey Miller. His son. He named his son Hersey Miller.
Well, he's Hersey, but
Yeah.
Percy Miller. Excuse me. We're gonna go ahead and fix that real quick. Why is this kid named Hersey?
Listen. Why is he going to Tennessee State?
Well, I mean, what do you think?
Hersey Miller, Master P's son, is signing to play at Tennessee State at HBCU. Is that a good move or no? That's not it. What you think, Ant?
Was he how good is he? Was he like a 4-star or something like that?
I'm not. I looked it up and it's all over the place with him. They saying he a 4-star, but I don't know. Look, we about to watch some clips right now, so you'll be able to see. Really,
Yeah.
I personally don't know if he's a 4-star or whatever. Well, I guess he's a 4-star. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. 4-star. 4-star.
Yeah.
You pulling down 360s in high school, they gonna put some stars behind
They
you.
gonna put some stars behind it.
Yeah.
4-star.
No, I mean, I like it. It's on brand for Master P. Definitely, he always looking for ways to give back. So I'm sure he gonna have them in some No Limit uniforms.
Okay, he plays with
Yeah.
Chet. I think he played with Chet Holmgren in that last clip with that tall guy. That was Chet Holmgren. I think it's a good move for Hersey Miller because Hersey Miller is not depending on bad. Yeah, that's Chet Holmgren. He plays
Yeah, the big guy
So yeah, Chet Holmgren, #1 player in the
in
nation.
the country. Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, I think for Hersey Miller, this is a good move for him because it brings attention to the HBCUs or whatever. And his pop probably got a reality show roll out for him and all the stuff
Whole
going
team.
Yeah. So it's going to bring a lot of attention to them. Like I bet you Stephen A. and him have a game plan with this because for him not to be a top 10 player, for him to have his press conference on ESPN was pretty big in itself. But it was good for a kid like this that doesn't depend on basketball to be his end all be all,
Right.
to go to a HBCU. So it was a good move for him. And if he does good, it's no loss. If he does bad and he doesn't make it to the league for say, he doesn't lose anything because his pop's Master P. And if it blows up, it's a win. It's a win. It's a win. It's a win for him, and maybe he can bring in the next group because this class ain't coming. This group ain't coming to HBCUs with him.
Right. Yeah.
They left him stinking like they did Monique with Netflix.
Like I'm trying to think who the only one that went was dude that went to Howard, African dude.
Mator Maker.
Yeah.
And he ain't get to play no games this season because his school didn't play any games.
Yeah. And I know like Mikey Williams, he's saying he going like but
6'3". He's 6'3". Say 6'3", 160 pounds. He point guard.
It's a good move. It's a good move for Hersey Miller.
Apparently, he's from Minnesota.
Yo, wait, that means Master P just got maybe babies laying all over the place because and the mom decided like, yo, you know where I'm gonna live at? Minnesota. Like that's a road, baby.
No,
He's still with the mom?
that was his wife.
Oh, okay. They just decided to get out of LA and
That was his wife. Well, no, when they got a divorce, and she moved. His wife moved to Minnesota.
Okay, and that was a good move from basketball because he played with Chet Holmgren.
Because I was wondering how him and Chet Holmgren would ever been anywhere near each other. But yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good move. That's a good move. It's a good move. It's a good step. It's one step. One
All right.
step. One
And
step.
the last part of our show tonight. We got legends versus today's players. And since we done brought him up so many times today, we can match games. Kevin Durant versus George Gervin.
Slim Reaper versus the Iceman.
KD. Yeah. Like I mean the game it's just too evolved, I should say. Yeah.
I'll say this, KD, but not by like
not by that far.
Not by as many as people would think.
Like it ain't here. It's more like
yeah, I'll say this because kind of like KD is more advanced for the game that he's playing in.
Yeah.
George Gervin was way more advanced
right, yeah.
at that time for the game that he was actually playing in.
Right, yeah, true.
He led the league like 5 times.
I guess because I'm also throwing in like KD's defense. Like I don't so that's why
you're absolutely right. KD brings way more tools.
Yeah. But when you could just comparing that the offensive package, yeah.
Oh yeah, like that's hard right there. Both of them was bucket getters, like
right.
All right, I'm gonna be real with y'all. In basketball, KD won, but guess who wins in photo shoots? Iceman. Iceman got photo
Dude froze was ridiculous. He had like they put a round bowl on top of his head to cut them joints. Like, how you froze this round? Like he always came from the barbershop.
They sat him on a block of ice and did a photo shoot. He got the most classic photo shoot. And it's crazy because you like 7 years younger than me, and you know the Iceman photo shoot I'm talking about. With the basketball in his hand and the ice, I'm sitting on the ice, and they still haven't been able to recapture that photo shoot since then. Like it's just photo. I mean, Iceman didn't have to play D either. He said, "Man, my best defense was my offense. You got to come down here and guard me, baby."
Yeah, and also too, the time thing. They didn't learn to play basketball that way, where they had to. You had Marcus Johnson on your team if you wanted somebody to play defense. You had Rudy Tomjanovich.
Kill you for real.
That's what I'm saying. Like you had the dude that punched Rudy Tomjanovich in the face. Like Kermit Washington was only there to play defense and fuck somebody up. So I didn't have to play defense. I was just
I'm not guarding. I think Jerry Sloan was on his team before.
Jerry Sloan was one of them dudes that was out there to play defense and give you a sharp elbow to the chin if need be.
So it's like that. To me, it's like Gervin photo shoot, but Gervin interviews is better than KD's too.
He's first of all, he's way more charismatic.
So I got the best flows, best charisma, realest story, and my interviews are hot.
He's much more personable than the KD. KD don't want to talk to nobody.
KD about all right, so we're gonna give it to KD, but we're gonna realize that George Gervin story is all that. George Gervin story. George Gervin said in his interview, he said that he does the interview with, if anybody wants to learn things about George Gervin, watch Knuckleheads. He actually did an interview with D Miles and Quentin Richardson, where he goes into detail about how the retired players are being treated and everything like that. And he was like, yo, all y'all guys talking about this and that, but let's stay with these players that led y'all there, that helped y'all get there. Because he was part of the NBA merger. He was the one that the reason the Spurs are in the NBA was because they wanted him.
And Doc,
Him and Doc. That's why the Nets got a team. That's why the Nets were able. That's why we have a Brooklyn Nets right now because of Dr. J. And they wanted to buy his contract, so they need to bring that team to the NBA. The Spurs are in the NBA because they wanted the Iceman.
I just think it's funny that they had to move out of New York to get into the NBA, and look where they wound up back.
Who, the Jersey Nets, and then the
Yeah.
move right back in.
They made them move out of New York if they was going to be in the league because the Knicks was already there. So that's when we got the New Jersey Nets.
It's crazy because early in KD career, we were like bent on giving him that baby ice title, and he ran away from that. And if you look at the movements, it looks so much like KD. Is crazy.
I guess the glaring difference is this dude is a driving machine.
Yes.
And KD is going to pull up and shoot a lot of jumpers in your face. That's the KD is just not this my head down. Wow. He's not this put my head down, and this dude is shooting finger rolls from the middle of the lane.
Look at it. Oh my goodness. That is so tough. It's crazy because like now he would be dunking that.
His touch is immaculate.
With the evolution of the game, he would probably be putting that down on your head. Like, because that's
his up and unders is a little underrated. I've seen him give quite a few little scoops under the basket that I didn't know they was doing in 79.
That touch is crazy. We're gonna get KD the nod, but we're gonna try. The whole point of the segment is to make sure that we know that it was a pass, and the pass was tough, man. He was a San Antonio Spurs before Tim Duncan.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, KD won. We've seen KD highlights. I just need y'all to appreciate the finger roll from the middle of the lane, bro.
The floater off the glass. Goodness gracious. All right.
Yeah, and everything was below the rim. Like, I know this dude could dunk.
Yo, we are enamored over Kyrie Irving because he's 6'3", but he doing all that at like 6'7", 6'8". He just ain't got some chance. Iceman. Baby
Look at
ice.
these shots, dog.
Right, and low tops.
Did somebody rumble him?
Low top ponies.
Jeez. We gonna get out of here, man. But he was definitely playing in ponies, and look at it. That's the one. And he was playing with a chain on. Like you can't even have that type of swag right now. and we're gonna talk about it because it's been out there. George Gervin was cocaine king. He was snorted up half these games. This has been known.
I think everybody in the 70s.
Everybody in the 70s was snorted up. Thing. But and we appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all check out Ant at all that and more. We're gonna bring all the clips to y'all. Look out for our Instagram. Look out for the Check Rock Podcast Instagram page coming soon. Make sure you follow DJ A Squared on everything, and make sure you follow me at School to Comedy. And I appreciate y'all. All blessings to y'all. And here at this show, you know what we do? We ask y'all to check rock.
Peace.